Welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. I've given out now over $1,000 in prizes off of this show. All out of my pocket for the love of gaming. It's a way I give back to the community. I'm here every week. Usually if I'm sick or I'm healthy, I'm here to keep the tournaments running. So I'd like to thank everyone. I'm very thankful for everyone that watches the show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for playing every week. You're the magic, you're the secret sauce that keeps me doing this show. And I do appreciate you, so thank you so much. All right, so welcome to the show. I'm going to start off with the first topic. Of course, the big topic, the big news with virtual pinball is that Zen Studios had pinball bites today, and they announced 6 brand new tables coming to Pinball FX VR. I'm very excited about it. Let's take a look at the video and let's talk about it.
Welcome back to the Pinball Bites, your rapid-fire news for all things pinball.
Today's episode...
One second here. There we go. Okay, here we go.
Pinball.
Today's episode is stacked. We've got VR updates, new pinball deals, and info about the physical release of Williams pinball tables.
Let's get rolling. It's time to introduce the new additions to our VR catalog.
This is going to be a real special.
Find the true meaning of Christmas. Try to catch snowflakes on your tongue. Build a snowman with Playback. We can give it a try. I never thought it was such a bad little tree. Maybe it just needs a little love.
There we go. There's a look at our first table. Very exciting. Charlie Brown Christmas Pinball. I mean, that's definitely a December title if I've ever seen one. So the first title is a Christmas title, fun table. Let's see what else they have.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Merry Christmas.
Peanuts fans, get ready! A Charlie Brown Christmas pinball is coming to Pinball FX VR.
Join the Peanuts crew in putting on a play and decorating the most perfect tree there is.
Fully immersive, cozy, nostalgic holiday vibes. Just in time for the season.
Of course, of the Peanuts tables, I think this is the better of the two. I do like this better than the Peanuts, the Snoopy table. I think that's a more fun table to play. Let's see what the next table they're going to introduce is. We got 6 new tables coming to Pinball FX VR. They're knocking it out of the park over there at Zen.
Now, from wholesome holiday to giant monsters smashing everything.
My favorite transition.
First of all, I mean, look at Godzilla. Godzilla on the table. Kong right beside you while you're playing pinball. Sign me up. This looks amazing. This looks amazing. The VR on this looks next level. I mean, if you've ever played with the VR, it's the 3D element is a huge part of it. And this is going to be so immersive just looking at the way they're doing these titles. Let's take a close-up look at Kong. Look at that. Kong's right beside you while you're playing. You got Godzilla beside you, Mecha Godzilla. These tables look amazing. That looks amazing. You saw Godzilla shooting the ray out of his mouth. That looks amazing. What you think? Godzilla versus Kong. I like the Godzilla table the most out of these three, but they're all fun. 3 fun tables. Definitely excited for Godzilla versus Kong. Come to Pinball FX VR. Fantastic way to play pinball. Let's keep watching. Let's see what else they have. So we started off with Charlie Brown Christmas. Then we're getting 3 tables here in this Godzilla vs. Kong packs. That brings our grand total right now up to 4. And they're about to drop the atom bomb. Papa Brad's one of his favorite tables of all time is about to be released in Pinball FX VR. I cannot wait for this next table.
Godzilla and Kong unleash their powers in this epic pinball pack. Play 3 monstrous tables and be the king of the leaderboard.
These tables are massive in VR. Buildings crumble, monsters roar. Just don't play them next to anything delicate.
Or do. We're not responsible for flying coffee mugs.
We are not done. We can't let you into 2026 without these Williams classics.
I believe this pack was the most requested one throughout the year, so we wanted to get it done as soon as possible.
Oh yeah!
We are the monsters of rock!
That's what I'm talking
Dracula,
about.
Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Universal monsters are here in VR.
It's spooky, it's atmospheric, and it's basically like you're being stared down by Dracula while you flip.
And when do they come to the game?
A Charlie Brown Christmas pinball, the Godzilla vs. Kong pinball pack, and the Universal Monsters pack will arrive in Pinball FX VR on December 4.
That's right, in just 1 week we will release 6 amazing pinball tables to the virtual arcade of your dreams.
Are you ready?
Meanwhile, outside of
So there you go. In 1 week, we get 6 new tables to Pinball FX VR. That's super exciting news. I think Pinball FX VR is one of the most fun ways to play pinball at home. And we're getting 6 killer titles that are going to be super fun to play. Super exciting. I cannot wait. Let's see what else they have to say. What other news were released in Pinball Bites? Let's take a look.
VR, Pinball FX players are getting new bundles, creating more affordable ways to expand your pinball collection.
These are Williams Pinball Collection 3,
containing tables from Williams Pinball Volume 7, Volume 8 and Volume 9.
Zen Originals Collection 3,
containing tables from the Secrets and Shadows pack, Breath of the Elder Gods, Dream Tales, Super League Football, Camp Bloodbrook, and tables from the Honor Legacy pack.
And these table packs seem to be a lot bigger than I ever remember them being. It looks like you're getting a lot of tables in each one of these. So they're trying to get these tables out there. These are some of the older titles, and they're bundling them in these gigantic packs. So hopefully the prices are good, so you can start collecting the library a little bit more affordably.
Williams Pinball Premium Bundle,
containing tables like World Cup Soccer, Addams Family, Indiana Jones The Pinball Adventure, Twilight Zone, Star Trek The Next Generation, and tables from the Universal Monsters pack.
and the Universal Pinball Collection,
including tables from Universal Classics Pinball, Universal Pinball TV Classics, DreamWorks Pinball, and the Jurassic World Pinball pack.
So whether you love real-world classics, original Zen creations, or tables inspired by blockbuster movies, there's a bundle for you.
More tables, more savings, and more excuses to tell people you are building a library.
Speaking of collectors, fans of physical pinball game editions, this one's yours.
Limited Run Games has announced the arrival of Williams Pinball Anthology 1 and 2.
These collections include 14 Williams pinball tables each, with the base game of Pinball FX included, so your library will be expandable.
These items will be available on PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch, with pre-orders starting soon.
For additional information, please visit limitedrungames.com.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here on the Pinball Bites. I'm actually here in Budapest working with the team on plans for 2026. We got a lot going on, including Pinball M tables, and I know you've all been wondering what's going on with Pinball M. Yes, we will have games for you in early 2026. We're also going to have some great Williams games, some of the big ones that we've been working on for a very long time, and probably some other surprises. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for a great 2025 and for your continued support of Zen. It keeps us all going here, and look forward to many great things to come. Thank you.
We are very grateful to all of you who followed the Pinball Bites throughout the year.
And we will be back in 2026 with even bigger updates.
And for now, I'd like to wish you a very happy holiday season and a wonderful new year, and hope all your pinball dreams come true.
Happy flipping, everybody!
Well, there you go. Super exciting episode of Pinball Bites. A lot of great titles being released. We're going to be getting Thanksgiving dinner for our Pinball FX VR. Lots of good tables. It's exciting. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Let's move on to the next topic. Let me see here. Let me pull up my my topics here. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about. Let me introduce one of the games. One of the games we're going to be playing this week. Let me show you one of the games we're playing this week. Let me switch my camera real quick. And then we'll continue with some more news. Well, we're going to be playing this table this week. Moonflight. This is a great retro table from the 70s. Play one ball just to show the game in action. Here's the QR code. You can drop a score on our leaderboards. We're playing this all week. We're playing Moonflight and Moonflight Deluxe. This is Moonflight. I'm just going to play one ball to show the game in action. This is a classic style pinball game. Let's check it out. Got the bells and whistles. So, one of our games this week, Moonflight, classic game. And this game is actually on sale. I think it's really dirt cheap right now. We'll look it up in a minute. But Moonflight is in the Retro Legends Arcade this week. I'll show that table real quick. We'll go back to the chat here. Hey, what's up, Biggie D? Good to see you. Just showing off the game, Moonflight. Let's see how much this one is right now. I think it's on sale. Let me see. App Store X. Go to the M's. So Moonflight, it is $2.40 right now on sale. Part of the AtGames, 70% off. Classic 70s pinball machine. We're also going to be playing Moonflight Deluxe. That's one of the brand new ones. That's a deluxe table. I'll show some footage of that towards the end of the show. And that is $4. So, happy Thanksgiving to you, Big ED. Glad you're here. Let me go back to my other camera. Don't need that up right now. Let me see. Get this back on. There we go. So we just looked at 6 brand new tables coming to Pinball FX VR. That's super exciting. Let's see what else, the next. Let me pull up my notes here. I actually made notes. Let's see. So we started off with the Big Zen studio news. They had a lot of titles being released. Black Friday deals, Zaccaria and AtGames. Okay, let me jump into that next. So the Black Friday deals. The first one I want to talk about, of course, is from Zaccaria. You can get the Zaccaria 2TV XR for $279. This is the biggest sale they have had on the Zaccaria Tank Stick VR, I call it. They also have the haptics kit coming out soon. And Zaccaria is a great thing. You can play Pinball FX VR, since we're talking about Pinball FX VR. You can also hook it up and use it as an arcade. Makes a fantastic arcade. Here I am playing Black Tiger in our tournaments that we run here on Retro Legends Arcade. To get the huge discount, you have to enter. You'll go ahead and order it and then enter this code, BFAT V30, and you will get that discount. So you can get the Zaccaria right now for $279. And that's a sweet deal. I'm just going to show you hooking up the Zaccaria. I want to quickly show what the haptics kit looks like. Here's a quick preview of the haptics kit. There was all the information on the haptics kit. But another thing you can do with the Zaccaria, one of the great things about it, it is very versatile. You can use it in a lot of different ways. And I'm going to show a quick little 4-minute video of how you can use it to make an arcade. So here it is, hooking it up to an arcade game. Let's check it out. Hello gamers, this is Papa Brad. Just going to show the Zaccaria running a few games here. We're going to start off with some trackball games. This is a standard coin ops build, a small build that I have. It's all arcade games. There's no junk in here. Okay, here we go. Crystal Castles. Keep in mind, I've not done any pre-set up. This is just like plugging it in to a coin ops build I've used before. So you can set every game up, and it basically thinks this whole thing is a keyboard. I do love this little, the way it has a little desktop on. It's very nice. Do prefer to play standing, so I have it set where I can stand up. Put in some coins, and we are off. Check my jump, there it is. Bentley Bear. Check out my Crystal Castles video. Great video I did. It's doing very well on my channel. Thank you, Bentley Bear. You rock. Woo! Oh, come on. I'll let him have that candy. I want the last piece. Get it. There it is. Okay. I always want to get that last gem. That's where the points are. Oh yeah, zooming around. This is the way. This is the way you play Crystal Castles. Go fast. Look at them go. Confusing them trees. The trees are like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going crazy on me." Let's see. Let's go. Here we go. Oh. Woo. trackball is smooth. Yeah, I like this trackball. It's nice. It's a good spec they have on that. What I'm talking about. Go, Crystal Castle. Come on now.
Lights buzz in the haze, joystick dreams in pixel mazes, fingers dance, electric craze, you win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball platters, jackpot rings, 8-bit world where power springs. Twitch is home, the chaos sings, forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Retro Legends Arcade.
Where you go? A quick game of Crystal Castle. Hey, so I got number one. Number one.
Retro Legends Arcade.
These are kind of games Fox Rambo, Rocky Arcade. And this is all this thing out in yeah? You saw how good it plays Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's about it. That's a modern fighter I like. Get out of it. I set this button map. But you can map the buttons however you want. Basically just thinks it's a keyboard. Okay, I'm going to try Robotron. I'm going to show you how to set up the controls real quick. You go. There was some Crystal Castles gameplay using the X Arcade. Do have a video that shows you. Where I show you how to set up all the games to play. Use the X Arcade as an arcade. This is the lowest price I've seen. I've never seen them for $279. So if you're thinking about getting an X Arcade, this is the time to scoop one up. I mean, it's a super good deal. It's the best deal I've seen on them. You know, you can use it as an arcade panel. You can use it as a controller for Pinball FX VR. It's fantastic. I mean, for Pinball FX VR, once you play with this, you just cannot go back. Once again, it's going to show up as a regular price when you enter this magic code, BFAT V30. Then you will get the 30% off. And I do believe they still have the sound bars. The first 300 people can get a sound bar as well, which is pretty exciting. So if you're interested in a X Arcade, that's the Black Friday deal. Pretty sweet. We'll talk about some other deals real quick. Of course, everyone knows I'm a giant AtGames fan. AtGames, I've done several videos. You can go back and look through my videos. But the last one I did, which is important, is that the Turtles cab is now live at $9.99. So here it is on the Sam's Club at $9.99 with $200 off. And I was showing this on my stream last night. That is $700 less. That is $700 less than the 4KP. $16.99 for a base model 4KP. You're looking at $700 less. So that's a pretty good deal. If you want to scoop one of those up, if you're on the fence with AtGames Pinball, that's one route you can go. Let's say you don't want to go that high end. They do have them in stock in stores, or you can just have it shipped directly to you. Probably how I would get it done. They also have this pinball on sale for $309 through Amazon, free shipping, and you can get a $30 Dr. Seuss game pack, which has The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Instructions are on this in this link. But a pretty good deal if you're looking for just a way to play some AtGames pinball. You don't need to spend a fortune, $300. Get you a system. You can start playing the Retro Legends arcade each week. You can play that game I just showed you for $2.40. You can be playing some Moonflight with us, the fun game from the 70s. We're going to show some of the more modern games too. But I wanted to show how versatile the pinball tables are. They have all different types of tables. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I got something special. Let me pull up a special Thanksgiving treat. Let's pull up a special Thanksgiving treat. There's the $200 off. You get $500 in coupons. I'll do it right after I do this, finish these slides. We'll have a special Thanksgiving treat. $200 off surround sound feedback is probably the best coupon in here. So if you really wanted the SSF kit, they have a $200 coupon, which is a good deal. $100 off control panel. If you want to play arcade games on the pinball, $100 off Pinball Net 1 year subscription, $100 off your next 1 year Pinball Net subscription. And you just send your user ID number to them. There's a link, and you send it to them, and they'll send you the coupons. So $500 worth of coupons on the Turtles cab, which really makes this, to me, this is the best bang for the buck they've ever had on a pinball from AtGames. It's a great machine. I bought one. The main difference is that it has the HD screen instead of a 4K screen. It has the same body, the same wood, the same cabinet as the 4KP. The back glass is smaller, but the games on it run silky smooth. I've actually been playing it in competition in Flipper Friends, which is something AtGames offers where you play different games each week and you get ranked on a leaderboard. So those were the two big deals, I think, are the Turtles cab, definitely. And then the other one I want to showcase is the ALU right now is on sale. ALU is on sale for $549.99, but the big thing is it's free shipping. So the shipping is $0, so no shipping at all. And I believe you can order it directly from AtGames for $549.99 with no shipping. So that's another special they have for Black Friday. This deal's already gone. That would have been a good deal. Those went quick. But if you're looking for an ALU, $549.99, free shipping. I did hear they do have the SSF kick back in stock too. They thought they were sold out, but I guess they found a few more. So if you're looking for an SSF kit, they have them right now. Talk a little bit about Flipper Friends. That's part of AtGames, since I'm on the AtGames news. Flipper Friends is a tournament they do each week. This is for the whole year. This is the schedule. Right now, we are currently on week 3. Each week, they have 3 games you can play. You can play this on any AtGames pinball, all the way down to the micro. So you can play in this tournament on the micro all the way up to the 4KP. So all 3 levels can participate in the tournament. So it's really made the competition fierce, because now there's a lot more players in the pool of players. It used to be they separated the leaderboards, and now it's a lot tougher to get top 20. Top 10 is going to be super hard because you've got all the people combined into one giant leaderboard. But this week was Killer Instinct, Rainbow Island, and Green Eggs and Ham. This will be the show for this week for Retro Legends Arcade. The next 3 tables coming. I will be at an arcade tomorrow enjoying myself, so I'm doing the show a day early. The next 3 tables they will be launching, these launch I think tomorrow, is Battletoads, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and Arkanoid. So those are your games. For the Flipper Friends, of course, we do our own tournaments here. We talked about the news. Big news is that Zen Studios is releasing 6 new tables in Pinball FX VR. I am going to drop all the games. We talked about the X Arcade deals. Next thing we're going to talk about We'll talk about my tournaments and what's going on there. We got a bunch of games coming live. Very exciting time to be playing pinball. I already showed the first game in our tournament, which is going to be Moonflight. Here's the QR code for it. There's also a link in the description of this video. You can just play your game on your pinball. When you're done, just take your phone, scan this QR code, and then enter your score. You do take a picture, but these leaderboards are just for fun each week. We're playing for fun, just a friendly competition. Another game we're going to be playing this week, I'll introduce it right now, will be Medieval Madness. This will also be a game that will be played earlier in the week in the Wizard Room. Tomato Grass is running a tournament on Medieval Madness. So decided to make it one of my games as well. You can double dip, you can drop a score, possibly win on the Retro Legends Arcade. So Medieval Madness is going to be open to all players. In my tournaments, I am dropping the 4KP only tournaments. I don't feel like enough people are playing them. I would just rather have the tables open to all players. I will announce how you played the game though. When I read the scores, I'll say how you played. But I'm not going to have a separate leaderboard because I don't feel like it's getting the participation that it needs. But let's take a look at Medieval Madness.
The whole game starts off as a good versus evil thing back in the ancient times. The basic object of the game in playing Medieval Madness is to destroy the King of Pain. He's the evil warrior who's taken over the land, he's taken over all the castles.
Fire! I am the Duke of Burnin!
The King of Pain has 5 evil men that are under his leadership. And each of these guys is kind of a humorous tone. The Duke of Bourbon, who is kind of this drunk guy who you're trying to blow out of the air. There's the Earl of Ego, who's this real pompous guy who you just love to destroy his castle because he's so annoying.
I am the Earl of Ego, and I am far superior to you.
The one thing that your beginner player, the first thing they'll see is the exploding castle. And this brings a lot of excitement to the game and keeps people interested. You have to hit the drawbridge, and the drawbridge will come down. And then once that's down, there's a gate inside. And so you got to hit the gate. And once the gate pops up, you can shoot into the castle, and then you see this great show of the castle physically blowing apart on the playfield.
Stop it!
Another fun feature of the game is the trolls. These guys surprise a lot of people the first time you play because they're hiding under the playfield normally, and when you make the right shot, they'll pop up from the playfield.
Trolls rule!
So you're trying to hit them 3 times to destroy them, and then they go back down. And all along this, the trolls will taunt you and say things to you. And
Ow! That didn't hurt a bit!
there's a big dragon over the ramp, and the whole concept on there is to make the ramp 3 times, and then you're able to shoot way up into the back into the damsel tower. And they're asking you to save me, save me.
This is like totally medieval.
Over on the left side, when you fall into the catapult, you get to throw projectiles at the castle. So when you fall in there enough, you actually get to pick the projectile. So there's one of 5 different humorous things, like a cat and bowling ball, that you get to throw at the castle and see it explode.
Fire!
People enjoy laughing as they play the game. So if you look closely at the game, you'll see all these little elements, like the cow flying in the back glass, or the troll wearing gym shoes. There's all these humorous, wacky things going on in the kingdom. Attack from Mars was a really strong earning pin last year, and we're showing in our early testing that Medieval Madness is earning even better than Mars. So we're really looking at this being a blockbuster game.
My tenure in the industry started back in 1937. I came into the industry when games were being changed over from battery power to electrical power. Seems that like about every 10 to 15 years, the pin game industry seems to lose a little bit of acceptance in the field. Medieval Madness is an exciting game to play. It could conceivably be a game that resurrects this industry.
Medieval Madness is an absolute masterpiece. This is an S tier table. This is a table people are going to come back to again and again. This is going to be a table that the pinball wizards are going to love. They're going to score chase it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. This table alone is worth the price of the pack, and you're getting 2 other fantastic Williams pinball tables. This gets a top recommendation and a full legit certification from Proper Brad. Huge shout out and thank you to AtGames, who did send me this table pack for the purpose of review. Well, there you go, Medieval Madness. In the Retro Legends Arcade this week, I will be playing in the Tomato Grass Tournament with the Red Knights. So I'm on the Red Knight team. We'll see how I do. It's going to be a lot of fun to play this game. And that's coming up next week. So we covered Medieval Madness. Let me see what the next thing I want to cover. Let's see. Let me put up the QR code. This is the QR code this week for Medieval Madness. A lot of people just like to click on the link in the description of this video. It'll take you directly to where you input your score. All those links are a direct connect to the exact game. It makes it very simple to put a score in the Retro Legends Arcade. But you can always use your phone. I always put up these QR codes. This will be what would be sitting on a real pinball machine in the arcade. And I use iScored, the same thing arcades use. So that's Medieval Madness. And we got a lot of friends. Let me make sure I said hello to everyone. Hello, Mikey Yoon, Calvin Wong, Biggie D, Danny Mellon. Good to see you. Lord Donkey Balls. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. And it's time for a Thanksgiving treat. Let me pull up a Thanksgiving treat here. Oh, there we go. Look at, I'm in the Thanksgiving mood now. Let me check the chat here. Yes, you can play all the tables except for the Zen games. You have to play you can play them on a console if you have any consoles. You can play the Zen Studio games on a PC through Steam. Any format is fine. Yeah, I'm doing away with the AtGames only tournament. I don't feel I had enough participation, so I'm going to drop it. I feel like it's keeping people. There were people who told me, "Oh, I want to play Fishtails," but I don't have AtGames. I have a VPin cab or I have a console. So I'm just going to make them all. You could play however you want to play. These tournaments are just for fun each week anyway. But yeah, you could play most of the games. You could play Moonflight. You could play Moonflight Deluxe, I believe, works on the Mini. And you could, and the arcade games are easy. They're on AtGames too, most of them. I know the Adventures of Robby, Roto, and Bump and Jump are both included games on any of the AtGames arcade hardware. Whether you have a ALU or a puck or any of the things they make, I think they're pretty much included. But you can play however you want, as long as you can shoot a picture of your score and verify that you played. That's all I'm going to look at. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving from Mikey Yoon. Good to see you, Mikey. Mikey, you missed it when I showed all I just showed all the Zen Studio VR titles. Which one are you most excited for, Mikey? And I know for me it's Creature from the Black Lagoon. Which one are you most looking forward to playing? I'm curious. Put it in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Did it do anything? I didn't hear it. There we go. Okay. That's better. Excited for the VR. Definitely, yes. He's with me. Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's the one I can't wait for. I mean, that's the one I'm chomping at the bit to play. I love that. And speaking of tournaments, I want to pull up all the players. I keep teasing people. I'm going to show this video. I got to find it real quick. Okay, it's short. It's short. A short little video. Here we go. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy. Yep, it's got to be short. Got to be short so I don't get a copyright claim. There you go. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. By the way, it's time to, I got to do a word from our sponsor. I'll be back in a second.
Nasty weather got the little monsters uptight. Make it a blockbuster night. Blockbuster has something for everyone. Even the buttiest little beasts settle down to enjoy Blockbuster. I just love a family night. If the weather's a fright, make it a Blockbuster night.
Make it a Blockbuster night. Let's see. Mikey says, first it was Charlie Brown, and I was like, meh. Then it was Godzilla, and I was like, ooh, that's better. Then Monster Bash and Creatures, and everyone went crazy. I do agree. I do agree. I would kind of rank them. I'd kind of rank them in the order they released them, actually. I feel like the Charlie Brown for me, I've already played it a bunch on the AtGames, but the Williams Monster Bash and Creature from the Black Lagoon are top tables for me. So excited to, I like all the tables. I like the Godzilla tables, but if I was to rank them, I would say that the Williams tables are always going to take precedent over anything else. So let me do a shout out to some of our players that played this week. Let me pull up a picture of some of the players. I already showed the game Moonflight. Someone was asking this you can definitely play on the micro. And Moonflight Deluxe you can play on the micro for sure. So I'm pretty sure those are safe bets. And then so our leaderboard for the week, we played Fishtails, which was only for 4KP. We played Twilight Zone, Pinball FX VR, Future World, Bubble Bobble, Pinball, and Bubble Bobble Arcade. Bubble Bobble Arcade was Ichabod, me, and Sacro. Sacro took the win. Bubble Bobble Pinball. I took last place. Sacro, Ichabod, Ballydurn with a great score. Wow, that's epic score. We played some Future World Deluxe. Great. A Zaccaria table. I was at the bottom. Bliss 2121. Ichabod Crane. Ballydurn Wingo. Jabba Sacro. Twilight Zone. Pinball FX VR. Danridge. Blissmond 1. Bliss 2121. Lord Donkey Balls. Got to say it like that. Ballydurn actually didn't do too bad. I got second on that one. Second place, and the winner, overall winner, was Jabba. So, and then just three of us played Fishtails. I won Fishtails. Bruno came in third, Ballydurn, and me, and those were all on 4KP. I'm dropping the 4KP title though. It's just I'm not getting the participation. So the way I look at it, why do it? You know, just no one's playing. So. I am probably going to change the way the tournaments are done coming up too, where I feel like I'm going to do a monthly tournament where you have to be present to play. So I will probably be starting a live iScored tournament too, probably for next month. I will definitely do a live table. It will be a table that you'll be able to play in Pinball FX VR and in AtGames Pinball and also on Steam. So it'll be a table that has universal gameplay. But that you'll have to be live and present to play. So, and I'm only going to do one of those a month. That I'm going to change the prize structure. That's going to be where most of the prizes will be. So I'm going to lean towards that. I've already given out $1,000 in prizes on this show since the beginning. So I feel like moving forward, I feel like most people that are playing, a lot of them are just playing for fun to compete. Just for fun to see how they do. I think the monthly tournament would be more exciting where you have to be live. You have to play live. And I'll set out. I'll be the referee. I'll collect all the scores and make sure everyone is getting counted correctly. And I will run I think I'm going to run one game per month, though. And I'll work where that's not going to step on anyone's toes with that, too. But I think that's a fun thing to do because it makes people have to be present live, and they can submit their scores live while the show's running. So that's the future plans for the Retro Legends Arcade. Just read out all the players. Let me go ahead and throw the wheel up. This will be the last time I do the wheel for a weekly prize. I will be starting tournaments next month. So we're going to move to tournaments. We have to be present. So let me go over to the wheel. Let me find it real quick. Good luck, gamers. Let's see, Bruno, Ballydurn, Papa Brad, Jabba, Lord Donkey Balls, Bliss 2121, Dan Ridge, Blissmon 1, Steve-O 5895, Biggie D Sacros, Wingo, Ichabod Crane, and Mama C. Good luck. And we're going to spin. Live spin. See who's going to win for this week. Winner is awesome. Bliss 2121. You're the winner. And I know if they have won before, so just contact me in VR. We'll set up a prize for you. Congratulations. Thank you so much for playing. The show has always been for the players, for the gamers. So thank you so much for playing. Let me remove that now. That's been done. Okay, and I'm going to introduce our next game. Our next game is going to be, for this week, will be Moonflight Deluxe. Now, last time I did the stream, there was some problem with the videos being choppy. So what I've done is I've uploaded the videos to StreamYards. I'll be able to put comments on the screen. I will not be able to stop the video and come on, but I can put the comments on the screen. So if you comment in the chat, I can put your chats up. We can have a discussion through chat. But otherwise, my videos end up being too choppy, and I just want them to be nice and smooth. So we're going to look at a video on Moonflight Deluxe next. And let's check it out. This will be this week's game in Retro Legends Arcade. So second, we have 3 pinballs. We have Moonflight, Moonflight Deluxe, and Medieval Madness. I'll probably be playing in VR with Medieval Madness because I like that. To me, that's the funnest version to play. But here we go. Hey pinball fans, it's Papa Brad here, and today we're taking off into orbit with a brand new 4K experience on the AtGames Legends Pinball. This is Moonflight Deluxe, a modern reimagining of a classic 1976 table, brought to life in spectacular 4K by the masters of digital pinball, Magic Pixel. Moonflight Deluxe is available for the Legends HD pinball machine and also the Legends 4K pinball machine. Prices are $6 for the HD version, only $7 for the 4KP version. Love the retro styling of this game. Even the music sounds like it came straight out of the 80s. How about that CRT looking screen? Special thank you to AtGames who sent me this table for the purpose of review. Moonflight Deluxe is more than just a visual upgrade. It's a total evolution of the original Moonflight table, combining retro charm with high-tech pinball design. This table is absolutely packed with features, combo shots, rotating targets, multi-ball madness, and even multiple playfield levels. This one really takes full advantage of what the Legends 4KP pinball can do. What really sets this table apart is the dynamic mission system. You're not just flipping for points, you're blasting off on a space adventure. There are 5 unique modes to complete: mission, overload, water system, pressure, and engine check. Each one brings a new challenge and fresh gameplay twists. Whether you're navigating zones A through D, making your way to the high-stakes launch ramp, or hitting a repair dock under pressure, Moonflight Deluxe keeps the action fast and fun. It's the kind of table that invites both strategy and chaos, just like a good pinball should. Magic Pixel has done it again, bringing us a table that feels both nostalgic and cutting edge. If you love sci-fi, fast-paced gameplay, and layered missions, this is a must-play. Let's take a quick look at this table close up. There was the back glass.
Let's take this ship to the moon.
They did an awesome job redesigning the DMD. Here's your play field. It's looking great. Love the theme of this. Love these astronauts. Like almost like a comic book feel. You can read the instruction card, that's how detailed it is. You got the retro looking CRT screen in the middle. Shame it doesn't play videos. I wish they would have put videos on it that play when you get down there in that mode. There are your missions. There's also a bunch of mini missions inside the sunken play field. The upper play field. There's the astronaut floating out in space by the spaceship. We gotta say, this table looks absolutely stunning. Table looks great. It's in true 4K. Look at the magazines. I just noticed that. Check out this astronaut. How cool is that? Reminds me of the astronaut in the Corvette from the beginning of Heavy Metal. Have you ever seen that movie? They knocked the theming out of the park. This is themed absolutely perfect. Love this 80s vibe music that they've picked out. Let's take a look at the DMD in action and see the improved new DMD. Just jumping into the middle of a mode. You can see that everything is animated and themed to the Moonflight Deluxe theme. The transitions aren't as bad as on previous Magic Pixel tables. I think this one is... There's a lot of swipes and stuff, but they're not as obnoxious as like the pink triangle or rainbow effects or crazy stars. I really like the way they integrate the art into the DMD with all the moonflight and the astronauts. This is really well done, and to me this is a step in the right direction for Magic Pixel. More of this.
Start mode is lit. Get ready, Captain. System check minigame. Hit the spinner 20 times.
One thing I really like about this Moonflight Deluxe table is the sunken playfield. Just a ton of fun. Reminds me of games like Black Hole and Haunted House. And the cool part is there's a bunch of mini games you play down in this playfield area. This game is super easy to learn, and it's going to be great to see when the pinball wizards get on this and really make this table sing. But it has very easy to access modes. You're probably going to get to see the lower playfield, the sunken playfield. You're probably going to get up into the top playfield for a few moments. I think this table is really, the design is excellent in my opinion. Next, we'll talk about how does this table flow. I think the flow of this table is really good. Very strong. I like it. The main playfield is very open. You're doing a lot of shots over top the sunken playfield, and I think overall the flow of this game is very good. It does have a bunch of ramps, but everything makes sense, and this is a really well designed and very well thought out game. I am enjoying it. As far as a rating, I mean, let's talk about what they're doing right. I think the new DMDs are great. I like the way the vibe of this game is. The music is not grating or irritating. It's actually cool to listen to. I like the soundtrack. I love the two playfield option where it alternates between the lower and the upper playfield. It's fun to get down in that lower playfield and play all the mini games. 1 to 10, what would I rate this? Well, if I said Black Belt Deluxe is an 8.5, I feel like this table's a little bit better than the last release they did. It has the new DMDs. I find the playfield less frustrating and a lot more fun. I think the modes are very simple to do.
Perfect hit.
So, overall, I really like this table. It's very solid. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Things that are keeping it back, I don't like the center post. You know, it's still a little bouncy, but that's the way Magic Pixel tables are. But overall, I'm really thoroughly enjoying this table. Highly recommend Moonflight Deluxe for any fan of 4K digital pinball. It's a perfect blend of old school and... There you go, Moonflight Deluxe. It's $4 right now on AtGames. On sale. Excellent deal, $4. That is the second pinball. The third one, actually, because we showed Medieval Madness already. So Medieval Madness, Moonflight, and Moonflight Deluxe are our games. Welcome to the stream, Steps Gaming. Good to see you. So the next game we're going to talk about is going to be Burning Rubber. Let's take a look at that one. Now, I could be on the screen for this one. I can do this one as a side video. Let me see here. Let me just do that one, and let's add this to the stage. Boom. Okay. All right. Here to talk about one of my favorites today. We're talking about the classic game, 1982 Data East Bump and Jump. Let's take a look at the arcade flyer for Bump and Jump. Sorry, there it is, Bump and Jump. But in Japan, it was not known as Bump and Jump. In the United States, it was released by Bally Midway and sent out to arcades as Bump and Jump. Race and chase into video excitement. Coming soon to your arcade. This would have been in 1982. However, in Japan, the game was known as Burnin' Rubber. That's also what it's known as on the AtGames products. This is on the ALU. It's also on CoinOps X. And imagine if someone was crazy enough to show you every version of this game that's out there. This is like a stock game. Oh, don't worry, you're safe. My best score, I think I got in the top 20, though. I think I'm 17. Once I discovered a secret. Now, I waited a while to make this video because this is a classic game that doesn't get a lot of love. Bump and Jump, it's kind of a deep cut. So the first thing I did is I reached out to another content creator to see if I could show some footage of what the real arcade would look like. Now, this is not one you're going to run across every day, so I want you to check this out. This is the real arcade.
Gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another really cool arcade game.
I'd like to give a huge thank you to Joe for allowing me to use this footage. Very cool, very awesome channel. If you're not subscribed, go check out Joe's Classic Video Games. He actually restores a bunch of classic arcade cabs. So he is like the source. If you want to get really good footage, this guy knows his classic arcade. So let's check out what the game looks like in the wild. I was not able to film one of these. This is one of those ones. Actually, Waybacks had it
this evening,
but it was broken. So I don't have a video of this one.
We got a kind of rare one here tonight. This is Bally's Bump and Jump. Came out in 1982, and it's the dedicated cabinet. Way back in the day, this was one of the first arcade games we ever bought. We got it at an auction really cheap. Not this actual one, but one that looked just like it. But it's a fun game. I really like these ones like this that you don't see too often, that are a little different. This is yet another game that was released for the Nintendo, though, so if you had an NES, you might have played it back in the day. It's got really cool kind of creative artwork on it. You can see that the cars, whenever they jump, the wheels bend in, apparently. Or I guess they're just like that, because the yellow one's like that, too. It always reminds me of Up and Down, the Sega game. They're not really that similar, but I always get the two confused.
And if you have not checked out, I did do a video of Spy Hunter, and this year was a influence for Spy Hunter. It came out almost exactly 1 year before Spy Hunter was released. So you can see elements of this game in Spy Hunter. So let me go back to Joe. He's going to show us the game.
Bump and Jump. Got a unique looking cabinet. We had a Zaccaria one time, and I believe it's in the same style cabinet. I might be wrong about that, but if memory serves me well, check out the cool glass marquee, silk screened with great art on it. You can see this truck here is dumping crap on the road, dumping rocks on the road.
Dumping the rocks on the road, making your life hard.
Then you can see this yellow car is banging
Valley
into the green
Midway.
car. Deal with it.
But I believe the game it's licensed from Data East to Bally and Midway. So that's a lot of these classic arcade games. That's kind of how it went.
Bally
Look at
Midway,
that beautiful
licensed by Data
real
East,
world
Inc.
marquee. And not only, yeah,
83 Bally Midway Manufacturing Company.
not only am I going to show you this game, I'm going to show you a way to cheat and get an instant 50,000 points. I'm going to show you a secret of the game.
All rights reserved.
I have not seen
Got a nice silk screened bezel too. And so you are Jumpin' John.
Jumpin' John.
Ain't he cool?
Look
Go
at that
forward, you
artwork.
go
How
fast.
cool is that?
You go back, you go slow. So let's read the instructions, shall we? Well, you can see kind of what's going on.
How do you play bump and
screen.
jump?
Basically, you try to bump all the cars out of the way. Let's read the instructions, though. What's their official way of describing that? Instructions: bump and jump. First, insert coin. Second, select one or two players. 8-way joystick controls car, right, left, and the speed. Forward for fast, back for slow, and center for no change. Jump button allows you to avoid other car, water, or obstructions. Your speed must be over 100 miles per hour to jump, obviously. Bump other cars off the road for points.
100 miles per hour.
That's the whole thing. Very simple. You bump and you jump.
You bump, you jump.
I always think of that cool MC Hammer song whenever I see this one.
Look at that. How cool is that?
There he is, Jumpin' John.
Jumpin' John. It's got the Midway
Look at that.
Super Jumper tires.
Look on the side. It says Midway Super Jumper.
How cool is that?
There you have it. Bump and jump. So I will set up the tripod and we'll bump and jump our way through this
10,000. We're going to show you how to
and see
blow
if I
that
can
high
get
score
anywhere.
away. I'm going to get everyone making 50 grand on this game. I'd like to give a giant shout out and thank you for letting me use that source footage, which really gets to show you the game. Thought that was really cool. Something I could add to it. Now, I'm going to show you this game in a bunch of different ways. The first way I'm going to show you is playing with the AtGames through their service called ArcadeNet. This is their online service. So I'm going to show you some gameplay. This is me playing the game on ArcadeNet. You add it to stream. Here's what it looks like when you log into your AtGames on ArcadeNet and fire up Bump and Jump. Let me know on the sound levels too, because some of these games, yeah, they might be kind of hot. Is that good? Can you hear the sound? Is it loud enough? Do I need to turn it up a little bit? Is that about right? Is that okay? All these games, for some reason, are different sounds. Biggie D said he hooked up his $60 used Legends Gamer Pro last night, was doing some research. I found I need to get a Core Max, but those are $150. I'm using the regular puck to stream all the stuff. What's happening, Goofy Foot? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Dom Juan. Welcome to the chat, Westside Ryan, Carl O. This is using the ArcadeNet service from AtGames. There's a couple ways you can play the game 3 different ways on AtGames. How crazy is that? You play it on ArcadeNet, which everyone can get. And then I found out that on my AtGames Legends Ultimate, this was a game I could play. So I'm going to show it in a couple different formats. This is the real arcade game. You're looking at it being played through ArcadeNet. There you go. Some bump and jump action. Some bump and jump action. The Retro Legends Arcade this week, you can play the arcade game Bump and Jump. You can watch the video on my channel. The secret is if you want to get the bonus, you got to try to make it through the first level without smashing another car, which is pretty challenging. But if you can get through the first level without smashing another car, it gives you 50,000 points. Try it out. It's a great secret of the game, Bump and Jump. You have to get through the first level without smashing a single car. Can you do the challenge? It's pretty tough. But if you do, 50,000 points, I believe. So cool little trick for Bump and Jump. We'll be playing that. The Retro Legends Arcade. Let me check in with the chat here. Yeah, 50,000 points. I'm pretty sure it's 50,000. You can watch the full video on my channel. I do get the 50,000. I show you how it works, but we're not going to watch the whole video. It's kind of long, but you did get to see Bump and Jump in action. You got to hear the history of the game, see what a real Bump and Jump machine looks like. If you want to watch the whole video, I do show you how to get to the trick. We can get the 50,000 points. And the next game we're going to take a look at, this is our last arcade game. It's going to be the arcade game Robby Roto. The Adventures, actually specifically to look for the game, it's The Adventures of Robby Roto. Here's the QR code. Now this game really has an interesting history. This game was an inspiration for the popular game Mr. Do. And this game was supposed to be the breakout hit for Bally Midway. It was released at the exact same time as Pac-Man, another game that they were going to release. And guess which game became gigantic? And this game kind of fell into obscurity. But it's a great game. It is a free game. I know that it's on the Glenn's Arcade. It's an included free game. The person that makes the game gives it away. But it was originally produced by Bally Midway. It's a great arcade game. And it's kind of a deep cut, but it's a great game. We're going to take a look at a video on the Adventures of Robby Roto. This is a bit of a flashback. This goes all the way back to iArcade days. It's the first time I really got into playing this game. It was a fantastic, fun game. Let's check out a short 7-minute video on the Adventures of Robby Roto. Today I'm playing The Adventures of Robby Roto, an awesome free game on the iArcade. The Adventures of Robby Roto is a great classic arcade game. It was made in 1981 by Bally Midway and developed by Jay Fenton, the person who also made the game Gorf. In the game, you control the character Robby Roto, who must rescue his 3 friends who are trapped in the mines of the evil Voltar. Enemies in the game include a sinister spider, the wicked troll, and the jawbones. Once Robby rounds up his 3 friends, he has to try to escape from the dungeon. It's kind of a cross between Dig Dug and Pac-Man, although this game came out before Dig Dug. You are a round yellow man. You have to go collect your buddies down under the ground. You can't dig wherever you want. Instead, you have mazes that are visible and invisible to travel through. The arrows show you which ways you can move. You must avoid the bad guys that get faster and faster on each level of the game. The buddies you collect follow you around, and each level has more of them for you to collect. Eventually, you are traveling with 3 of them behind you, making you an easier target to attack. This game has an excellent use of the greed factor. You get more points if you can grab all 3 hostages and save them at one time. There's also a dragon that comes on to speed you up. Scoring mechanic is cool too. You get 3 hostages together, the next maze is 2 times. If you get 3 hostages together 2 mazes in a row, the next maze is a 3 times bonus. The game has strong parallels to the game Dig Dug. Dig Dug was released the next year. In both cases, they both take place in an underground mine. Although Robby Roto, the mine is in the form of an underground maze, where in Dig Dug it is freeform, allowing the player to dig in any directions. But you can see the roots of Dig Dug in this game. It's kind of a cool piece of history. Robby has one trick up his sleeve, that is that he can use magic. When you press the magic button, it makes Robby Roto and any hostage he has with him invisible to all monsters for a short period of time. Another interesting similarity between the adventures of Robby Roto and Dig Dug is that when the enemies go through the dirt, you get to see their eyes. And this is exactly the way it works in Dig Dug as well. One thing I also like about this game is the sound. This game has a very unique sound. It has that 80s arcade sound. You can just hear this game being cranked up in an 80s arcade, along with the sounds of Pac-Man and Galaga. Have you played this game before? Have you ever seen this game in an arcade? The Adventures of Robby Roto is a pretty cool game. The Adventures of Robby Roto is also a pretty rare arcade. Only 2,000 units of this arcade were ever produced, and this was in 1981 in the heyday of arcades, so it would have been a pretty rare game to come across in the wild. Thanks for taking this time to check out The Adventures of Robby Roto, played on iArcade. There you go. There was some footage of The Adventures of Robby Roto with a flashback video. Very cool game. Come join us. Drop some scores on the leaderboard. We had Ichabod Crane knows about Robby Roto. He had a cool comment. He said it's better than Dig Dug, but not as good as Mr. Do. I would I don't know if I'd agree with that 100%, but it is a good game. Came out before Dig Dug, so Dig Dug definitely took a little inspiration from it. Yeah, I'm going to show the VR tables again. When I started the stream, not a lot of people were here. We got more people here now. Let's take one more look at all the VR tables. I want to give a huge Thanksgiving greeting to one of the great people in our pinball community, the champion, Mad Ben Hand. Greetings, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. So glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by, Mad Ben Hand. He said, Christmas came early for you VR guys. We're going to take one more look at those VR tables. We got 6 new tables coming to us in VR. I cannot wait. Let me pull up the video. We got to cue it back into the system, and we'll check it out. And we'll look at it one more time. It's only a 6-minute video. A lot of people weren't here. These live streams, generally, the longer you go, the more people show up. You start off with just a few people, and they grow over time. So let me see. Let me pull up that video. Pinball Bites, Episode 6, Season 3. VR magic awaits.
Everyone, welcome back to the Pinball Bites, your rapid-fire news for all things pinball.
Today's episode is stacked. We've got VR updates, new pinball deals, and info about the physical release of Williams pinball tables.
Let's get rolling.
Oh, wait, check out that sweet fishtail sitting right by him. What a great pinball table. We played that one this week, the Retro Legends Arcade. That was a fun table to play. Fishtails, love it.
Rolling. It's time to introduce the new additions to our VR catalog.
This is going to be a real special.
Find the true meaning of Christmas. Try to catch snowflakes on your tongue. Build a snowman with pig pen. We can give it a try. I never thought it was such a bad little tree. Maybe it just needs a little love. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Merry Christmas.
Peanuts fans, get ready! A Charlie Brown Christmas pinball is coming to Pinball FX VR.
Join the Peanuts crew in putting on a play and decorating the most perfect tree there is.
Fully immersive, cozy, nostalgic holiday vibes, just in time for the season.
Now, from wholesome holiday to giant monsters smashing everything.
My favorite transition.
Godzilla and Kong unleash their powers in this epic pinball pack. Play 3 monstrous tables and be the king of the leaderboard.
These tables are massive in VR. Buildings crumble, monsters roar. Just don't play them next to anything delicate.
Or do, we're not responsible for flying coffee mugs.
We are not done. We can't let you into 2026 without these Williams classics.
I believe this pack was the most requested one throughout the year, so we wanted to get it done as soon as possible.
Yes! Yes!
We are the monsters of rock!
I don't know if anyone knows, but there was that picture of the guy getting the punch. Is that new? I don't know if I've seen that. Is that typically happen in the game. This looks epic.
How sweet it is!
Dracula, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Universal monsters are here in VR.
It's spooky, it's atmospheric, and it's basically like you're being stared down by Dracula while you flip.
And when do they come to the game?
A Charlie Brown Christmas Pinball, the Godzilla vs. Kong Pinball Pack, and the Universal Monsters Pack will arrive in Pinball FX VR on December 4.
That's right.
Okay, so coming up next week.
In just 1 week, we will release 6 amazing pinball tables to the virtual arcade of your dreams.
Are you ready?
Okay, so 6 tables being released in 1 week. Mad Ben here says he got the Tank Stick VR, was mainly using with the PS5. Okay. He wants nudge buttons. Yeah, the haptics kit makes it where you can nudge physically. So you might want to wait till that comes out because I'm using the haptics kit. I got a prototype, and the physical nudge is really good. It works really well on the Tank Stick VR. So I don't know if I would be drilling into it, but I mean, certainly, you know, if you're coming from AtGames, they have the nudge buttons, but the physical nudge works very well with the haptics kit. That's one of the things that I think they got really well with the new haptics kit. Yeah. Oh, it's been delayed till January. Okay. Well, you know, physical nudge is greater than nudge buttons. I do agree. I like the physical nudge more. And the solenoids are actually well implemented too on the X Arcade. One of the things they really got right was the nudge and the solenoids. I have it and I've been testing it. The plunger's not implemented yet. At first it worked and you could launch balls, and then they disabled it. So until it's Zen implements it, the plunger is not functional. Originally it would launch the balls just like pressing a button would. So they're working on it though. It'll be ready by the time it releases. Mad Ben's scores are in another galaxy. I agree. Now with my tournaments, I'm changing some things up. And one of the things I want to change is I want to do a monthly tournament where you have to be live and present to play. And I'm going to change the prize structure where that's going to be where the prizes are each month. I mean, most of us are just playing for enjoyment. I have a lot of people that just say, you know, don't worry about the prize, just playing for fun. And that's fine. So I think if I'm going to give out prizes, I'm going to do a monthly. We'll do 1 table. You have to be present to win. And it'll be, you know, it'll just be more fun that way, I think. So I put a poll up with 4 tables to choose from. All these tables have one thing in common. They can be played on the AtGames 4K platform or on Steam or on Pinball FX VR. I have a lot of players that play in Pinball FX VR, so I want to make sure they have a chance to play. Right now, we got a tie between Creature from the Black Lagoon and Monster Bash, both hitting third. We have a 3-way tie now. For absolute confusion, we got a 3-way tie. We have no lovers of Charlie Brown, but Creature, Monster Bash, and Godzilla are all tied. I will make sure that whenever I do my tournament, it's not conflicting with anyone else that's running tournaments. It'll be a monthly deal, and you'll have to be present to play, but I think it's a great way. I'll be a referee. I will sit out, and I will be I will just take the scores in and run this for the community. But I would love to do a monthly tournament where you have to be live to win. So let's finish watching the rest of the Pinball Bites news. But definitely the big news to me is that with the Pinball Bites, they are getting Creature from the Black Lagoon, and that is super exciting. Let's take one more look at the VR. I want to look one more time. I'm going to rewind. Sorry, I got to do it. I'm not going to go to Charlie Brown. I just want to see Godzilla and the look at Mecha Godzilla. It's looking pretty amazing. I like that they put Mecha Godzilla on the Godzilla table, and then they put Godzilla on the Godzilla vs. Kong table. I'm going to skip Charlie Brown. No offense, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this one more time. I got to see this one more time. This is only my 10th time watching it today. That's how excited I am for these tables. I love Pinball FX VR. I am so excited.
Favorite transition.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my beautiful wife, Val, who's actually watching the stream. I always tell her if I want to hide something, I'll just put it on YouTube because you'll never watch it. But here she is watching the stream. It's truly a Thanksgiving treat. My beautiful wife, Val, thank you so much. I love you, baby. She made a wonderful Thanksgiving feast earlier today. And I am so thankful for my wife. She's just a wonderful woman. Mikey says, woo, Miss Papa Brad. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mikey, for making sure I saw that chat.
Godzilla and Kong unleash their powers in this epic pinball pack. Play 3 monstrous tables and be the king of the leaderboard.
These tables are massive in VR. Buildings crumble, monsters roar. Just don't play them next to anything delicate.
Or do, we're not responsible for flying coffee mugs.
We are not done. We can't let you into 2026 without these Williams classics.
I believe this pack was the most requested one throughout the year, so we wanted to get it done as soon as possible.
We are the monsters of rock!
Dracula, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Universal monsters are here in VR.
It's spooky, it's atmospheric, and it's basically like you're being stared down by Dracula while you flip.
And when do they come to the game?
A Charlie Brown Christmas Pinball, the Godzilla vs. Kong Pinball Pack, and the Universal Monsters Pack will arrive in Pinball FX VR on December 4.
Yeah, I believe they're from Hungary. Fat Hawk says Hungarian. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right, in just 1 week we will release 6 amazing pinball tables to the virtual arcade of your dreams.
Are you ready?
I am ready!
Meanwhile,
let's go!
outside of VR, Pinball FX players are getting new bundles, creating more affordable ways to expand your pinball collection.
These are Williams Pinball Collection 3,
containing tables from Williams Pinball Volume 7, Volume 8 and Volume 9.
Zen Originals Collection 3.
Yeah, the environmental animations look really cool. Like the creatures standing right beside you, it looks like. And then the Mecha Godzilla in the Godzilla game, which is going to be really cool. And that is one of the cool things with the Pinball FX VR. And you really can't show it to anyone because you have to have on the special glasses, the goggles. You need the VR headset to really experience it. But it puts everything in a 3D perspective, which you can't really show. I mean, when you show it, it looks like a video game, but when you have them on, it's like you're in the world. Everything's in 3 dimensions.
Containing tables from the Secrets and Shadows pack, Breath of the Other Gods, Dream Tales, Super League Football, Camp Bloodbrook, and tables from the Honor Legacy pack.
Williams Pinball Premium Bundle,
containing tables like World Cup Soccer, AtGames Family, Indiana Jones The Pinball Adventure, Twilight Zone, Star Trek The Next Generation, and tables from the Universal Monsters pack.
And the Universal Pinball Collection,
including tables from Universal Classics Pinball, Universal...
Looks like these pinball packs are a lot bigger, so people are trying to get their collections built up. They're giving you a lot more of them at one time. So people that are new to Pinball FX can get a lot of these tables and get started with a huge collection of tables.
The Pinball TV Classics, DreamWorks Pinball, and the Jurassic World Pinball Pack.
So whether you love real-world classics, original Zen creations, or tables inspired by blockbuster movies, there's a bundle for you.
More tables, more savings, and more excuses to tell people you are building a library.
Speaking of collectors, fans of physical pinball game editions, this one's yours.
Limited Run Games has announced the arrival of Williams Pinball Anthology 1 and 2.
These collections include 14 Williams pinball tables each, with the base game of Pinball FX included, so your library will be expandable.
These items will be available on PlayStation.
Yeah, one of the great things with Zen Studios is they have so many different ways you can play. You can play on a console, you can play on a PC, you can play on the AtGames pinball cabinets. You could play in VR with, the Pinball FX VR. So one of the real strengths, Zen, they really do polish each game for each platform to make it the best it can be.
5 and Nintendo Switch with pre-orders starting soon.
For additional information, please visit limitedrungames.com.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here on the Pinball Bites. I'm actually here in Budapest working with the team on plans for 2026. We got a lot going on, including Pinball M tables, and I know you've all been wondering what's going on with Pinball M. Yes, we will have games for you in early 2026. We're also going to have some great Williams games, some of the big ones that we've been working on for a very long time, and probably some other surprises. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for a great 2025 and for your continued support of Zen. It keeps us all going here, and look forward to many great things to come. Thank you.
We are very grateful to all of you who followed the Pinball Bites throughout the year.
And we will be back in 2026 with even bigger updates.
And for now, I'd like to wish you a very happy holiday season and a wonderful new year, and I hope all your pinball dreams come true.
Happy flipping, everybody!
Well, that was awesome. So thank you everyone for watching. That's pretty much the show. Come drop some scores in our leaderboards. I'll pull those up real quick to show that they're live. Let me see if I can do that. I gotta open it up here. Our leaderboards should be live right now. Let me just double check and make sure that they're showing up. Let me click on a link here. Description of the video, you can click on any of the links. They'll take you to the live leaderboards. And let me put them on screen. I got to share a screen here, and let's put them up so you can see the leaderboards are live. I'll be going to an arcade tomorrow, playing some games. So you can see these are all the games we've played. Let me make sure it's showing on there. Is it showing? No, it's not. I'm sorry. I got to remove that and add this. How do I add this? Let's see. There we go. I'll put myself in the corner. Okay, now you can see leaderboards. These are our iScored leaderboards. And you can see we've been busy. We've played all of these games. Different people each week. And I just want to say I'm super thankful for all the players that have played in the Retro Legends Arcade. Look how many games we've played, how many players we've had. And there's 4 pages of this. So you can even go back if there's a classic game you want to enter a score in. Leaderboards are all still live. And we have pinball and arcade games. And let's look. This was last week's games, Bubble Bobble, Twilight Zone, Fishtails, and this week's games are live. So once again, our games for this week, Medieval Madness, the 1976 pinball game, Moonflight Deluxe. We've got Bump and Jump, or Burnin Rubber, and The Adventures of Robby Roto. Those will be the games we're playing for this week. And I know a lot of people missed it because we had a lot of people come in late. Let me switch the camera real quick. I'm just going to play one ball of our Moonflight game that is in the tournament this week. Let me pull up my camera setup. We're just going to launch one ball so you can see this game in action. This is one of the games we're playing. 1976 Moonflight. This is a really fun table. If you want to play like a good classic old school pinball table. I love the way it has the lights in the back glass, and this is going to have those bells and chimes like an old school pinball table. Let me remove this real quick. Make myself big so everyone can see. Thank you. We have, yes, Mikey Yoon is a fan of my wife's cookies. We have Ichabod Crane wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. We have Ojib. Ojib's here. Good to see Ojib. Hope you had a good turkey day. Ichabod Crane did pass me on Bubble Bobble Pinball. Well done, sir. Ichabod Crane is a true gamer. I will be having a blast at the arcade. I'm going to be playing pinball all day long, probably. Ichabod Crane thinks he's going to win Robby Roto. I'm not bad at Robby Roto. We'll have to see. You're probably a pretty good gamer. So I'm just going to launch one ball. I'm just going to play one ball real quick so you can see this game in action. This game, you can't play this on the micro. It's only like $2.40, I think, for this game. So, it's not going to break the bank. This is a very low-cost game, but it's pretty accurate as far as feeling like a classic pinball machine. Let's check out a little gameplay real quick. Just one ball. Now, if you were here in person, you can hear that ball rolling around with the SSM kit. Oh, okay, I gotta play one more. That was sad. That was sad. Let's play one more. One more. That was really sad. This was a fun game, though. You hear the classic sounds of the 1970s pinball. Want to see some epic pinball gameplay? Check out Mad Ben Hand's channel. I always study his videos when I'm playing in the tournaments. He's an excellent player. You pick up a lot from just watching a good player. Well, listen to how good it sounds, just like a real pinball. This is the game Moonflight. 1976, I believe. This does have the accelerometer. You see, I just tapped it and it nudged. So you can actually bump the table to do the nudging, or you can use buttons. Both work on the AtGames. Okay, that was Moonflight. Just to show you how much they change. Let me get out of this real quick. I'm just going to play one ball of Moonflight Deluxe because you can see how different they are. This is Moonflight Deluxe. This is the remake. Pull this up real quick. Just play one ball so you can see it in action.
Moonflight Deluxe.
Did I hit this? Oh, but I need this. I think I might hit that. Okay, this is Moonflight Deluxe. I'm just going to play one ball so you can see what the game looks like.
The universe is calling. Let's take this ship to the moon.
It's got the music. Pretty awesome.
System okay. The right spinner rewards extra points. Perfect hit. That was flawless. Kickback gate is open.
I'm on top now. Oh, that was quick. Got to the top there for a second.
Ball save is activated.
But here you can see the difference between the deluxe version and the standard Moonflight. This game's $4. $4. That's it. It's $4 for this game. It's a great deal. And I'll just get that Moonflight Deluxe.
You're back in control.
Oh man, it's giving me a ball save. Let's take it down the floor place here. Welcome back to the top play field. because look at that. Man, it's cool. Awesome game. I like this music. It's so chill. Okay. There you go. There's a little Moonflight Deluxe so you can see it in action. But anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Let's see. He has Moonflight. It's available in the micro. Yep, the micro is on sale for $299 from AtGames. I believe you can get it from Amazon too, with free shipping. Yeah, the SSF kit is very immersive on these AtGames pinballs. You can put the SSF kit in the 4KP model, or the Turtles model has the exact same cabinet. So pretty much they have 3 different levels with AtGames pinball. They're going to have for 2026, they'll have the micro, they'll have the Turtles cabinet, and then they'll have the 4KP will be like the premium. And it is a good deal for Black Friday. If you're interested in the AtGames pinball, the Turtles cab is $1,000, $999 is a Black Friday deal at Sam's Club. I did a video on it. I'm excited I bought one. Mine has the SSF kit in it, so that was an extra $500. So mine's a little bit more pricey, but it's the same machine. And this shows the prices live right now for the Turtles cabinet. They give you like $500 in coupons. And the best one is they get a $200 coupon for the surround sound feed, the SSF kit, if you decide you want it. And then they have a bunch of other coupons, $100 on the control panel. They got $100 on Pinball Net for right now and $100 on your next year for Pinball Net if you want to use these coupons. So pretty sweet deal. But anyway, everyone, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And take care. Peace.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro man. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad. Keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad. Keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, always stay legit.